Hey. So, I say this with all of the love that I have in my heart for a comment like this. But unless you were in the medical field during the pandemic, like the height of the pandemic, you really don't have a space to say what nurses and doctors did or didn't do because you weren't there on the front lines. I spent 2 solid years on the front lines being a COVID ICU nurse, being a rapid response nurse for part of that, the beginning part of that, before I went to go travel and just do full-time ICU, COVID ICU every single time. And let me tell you that we did absolutely stand up for people so much that a lot of us died. A lot of healthcare workers died standing up for people working in the pandemic. Some of my own friends have long COVID and are on disability for the rest of their lives, and they're younger than I am because they stood up on the front lines trying to protect people, because people that are in healthcare, and again, I say this out of the most love that I can muster up inside my being, okay? People that are in healthcare want to help people, and usually too much. That's usually where our boundaries aren't, and we should have some boundaries, but we are there because we want to help people get better, not because we cower in the background. I would like to say that just me personally, I, as a single mother, walked into work every day for several months not knowing if that was going to be the day that I died, because I chose to stay in healthcare, because I chose to help. This was before we knew anything about COVID. We had no idea how you got it. We had no idea what kept you safe, what made you better, what protected you, and we all still went to work every single day. There were very few of us that quit. And absolutely no shame on those who quit. I get it. That was a personal decision you had to make, and I know that was not easy. So I would say almost everyone in healthcare, at least that was my experience, while I was watching people die around me every single day and develop PTSD from calling time of death one too many times on people who are in their 20s, that yeah, we actually did stand our ground and we did everything we could. I've been parts of hour-long codes because we just couldn't give up, because we didn't have it in us to give up, because we care about people, because we want to be here for people. Now, if you would like to have a conversation where you're not trying to bash me and my ethics, I would be happy to do that. But if you're going to continue to act like this, you are not welcome here. This is a safe space for people. So I welcome you if you would like to stay with kindness.